Hey, say goodbye to pasty and flat hummus. We're making a silky and chocolatey one today.
Yeah, Feed Your Family Tonight founder Mariefiebach joins us this morning. Marie, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing so well. I mean, the Chiefs won last night. Could it be any better?
Yeah.
We are making a brownie batter hummus today, and this recipe took a while to get right, but I'm telling you now that I have it right, it is so smooth and creamy and yummy. And it starts with a can of black beans. So 1 can of black beans that I have rinsed and drained, and I put in my food processor, and I process just to kind of start getting them going. And then to that, we're gonna add peanut butter. Now, regular hummus has tahini, which is a sesame seed spread. So that's basically what the peanut butter is it's a peanut spread. We're kind of mimicking the ingredients that are in a regular hummus. And then I add a half a cup of sugar because you want a little bit of sweetness, and 1/3 cup of just plain old cocoa powder, just basic cocoa powder. 1/8 teaspoon of salt, because anytime you have sweet, you need a little bit of salt. And I'm gonna process that for just a second to kind of get it moving. And then we will add 1/4 cup of milk, and that's gonna thin it out. And then, go ahead.
I just love the, right away you see the black beans and the peanut butter and you get a sense right away for how much protein is in here.
There's lots of protein in there. My kids always want something a little bit sweet after school for an after school snack. And I feel like this is something that I can give them with some apples and maybe a few graham crackers. Yeah. We're gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla, and then the secret ingredient is 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. And you could use a vegetable oil if you don't have avocado oil, but I highly recommend not using olive oil, because the olive oil is gonna have a flavor that's going to cause this to taste a little bit bitter. And you're just gonna process this for 15 seconds until everything is smooth and creamy. And that is it. And I have some already over here. I like to top it with a few little mini chocolate chips so that you can just get a little bit of crunch with it too, because, and again, a little tablespoon of mini chocolate chips over the whole batter, you're not adding very many calories or much sugar, and it just kind of makes it a little bit festive. But this is just a fun little treat. Again, I like it for my kids for after school snacks because it's a little bit of protein, but they still get that something sweet that they're craving.
While Shane is trying it, go ahead.
I'm sorry, but just the serving size alone, like, will this get you kind of like what, like you'll see in the Sabra circles? Is that about the amount?
Exactly, yes. It's gonna make a little bit over a cup, probably just under 2 cups. I brought my pre-made one here in a 2-cup bowl, and it wasn't quite to the top.
Okay,
so
we can take a look inside. If you set it right there, we'll get an overhead shot of that. Over the weekend, I was following your Instagram story. You said that this is something you've been kind of working on for a while, but it really just needed the right certain something, what you said was the avocado oil.
The avocado oil. I actually had to go and reverse engineer what a traditional hummus recipe was, and every time I was making it without the oil, it was just tasting pasty and beany. And when I added that 2 tablespoons of oil, it just smoothed everything out and made it silky. And that's kind of what recipe testing's like at Feed Your Family Tonight. I try, and I want to make sure that I'm not giving anybody a recipe that isn't tried and true and absolutely delicious.
And you said it was creamy. That's definitely the thing that jumps out right away. Nothing about it screams bean even, you know? It's just, it tastes like smooth chocolate.
It is. It's a brownie batter hummus. The recipe's at feedyourfamilytonight.com. And if you have questions about it, always join me in the Feed Your Family Tonight Facebook group. I'd love to have you there to join that great community of people and to answer your questions. So check that out at facebook.com/feedyourfamilytonight.
That's awesome. You had a question yesterday in that Facebook group asking people what they were making for the Super Bowl. Can you think of anything that was, what's the weirdest thing that someone said yesterday?
I don't know that there was anything weird, but probably one of my favorites was from one of my favorite viewers, and she made little footballs stuffed with spinach artichoke dip.
It was Christy.
It was Christy.
Yes,
and I was
wonderful.
like, oh my goodness, I want to eat some of those.
Yeah.
And there was one lady that had like 5 things she was making. She goes, we kind of scaled back this year because Green Bay wasn't playing. I'm like, I can't imagine what it would be like if Green Bay was playing. It was so fun. So yes.
Oh, cool. Join that Facebook group. You can get in on that conversation. Again, Feed Your Family Tonight's what you have to search, and then you can find this recipe at feedyourfamilytonight.com. Shane, what do you think?
I just love it, Marie. Thank you so much, and I'm not even surprised. Everything that you bring on, Marie, is something very noteworthy and something we should all add to our family dinner rotation. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us.